Hi, me again. It's been a little while. I've been busy and just kind of processing and unwinding from the summer's ceremonies. And I don't know, I haven't fully recovered. I'm working on it. I am back on my medication now. Still waiting for it to take full effect because I'm just not. Um, on top of that, last night my service dog in training was up sick quite a few times. I got almost no sleep last night between that and the fact 8:30, 9 o'clock at night I got a message to call a hospital telling me one of my children was in the hospital and no one knew why. And the hospital wouldn't release information because they weren't listed as emergency contacts. So I quickly called the hospital. And I guess I am the emergency contact, but they had the wrong phone number because it hasn't been updated in like 15 years. But when I first got through, the nurse said, "We're working with them right now. Can you call us back in 30 minutes?" And we're gone. I had no idea. Was there a car accident? Were they conscious? What? So I spent 30 minutes in just trying to not allow terror to take over, which was not easy. In the end, it was pretty significant. It was not an accident. They are being treated, and we have some things to figure out from it. But it's better. And the emergency contact stuff is updated, but you don't get a call like that and told to just sit and cool your jets for that length of time with no answers and have it not affect you. So I was in shock when I crawled into bed, really. And between that and trying to unwind, and then my little puppy up sick 4 times, I canceled all my morning shifts at work, and I'm thinking of calling my 2 afternoon shifts and rescheduling them because I'm just not pulling out of this right now. I am back on my medication. If you've been following my earlier videos, I did have to go off my medication for the ceremony. And then afterwards, I made a conscious decision just to keep trying to use my tools and see if I could manage. Did I still need this medication or not? But I also knew the ceremony was hard. I had a lot of processing to do, so I gave it time. A month ago, I started back on half dose of my medication. And today, after all this time, it's been August, September, October. We're mid-October now. 2.5 months of working on it and a full month on a half dose. And I'm still here. So I'm like, no, I have to go back on the full dose. I have informed my doctors. I'm working with them. They know. But this really sucks. Being stuck like this. Yesterday, I've never felt so helpless in my life. Helpless as to why my child was in the hospital. Helpless as to, was there anything I could have done to alter that? Because I didn't know. Car accident, something happened at home, mental health crisis, I don't know. It wasn't good. And of course, my other child was messaging me and also messaging people in Calgary trying to get answers, and she was keeping me as updated as she could. And we were both telling each other, just breathe, we will have an answer soon. We've got everything we can, we're doing everything we can, just breathe. And I did get to speak to my child on the phone who was in the hospital. when all this came to its conclusion. And we talked for a bit, and old wounds reopened. Not that we fought, but for me, old wounds. I didn't know. I didn't heal in time, and I passed on intergenerational trauma, and I'm heartbroken for it. And I don't know how to fix it now. And I don't know if part of this this whole dreary thing, I shouldn't say I don't know. I do know. Medication adjustments, everything I've been through, the absolute panic of the phone call last night and feeling so helpless, the triggering of the history we have together. And let's face it, it's overcast and dreary and starting to rain and snow here. The weather itself is impacting everybody. I acknowledge I'm not in a good place. That's the biggest reason I'm thinking of rescheduling my afternoon clients. I want to be the best I can for them, and I'm not my best today. Oh, and to top it all off, I did have that accident in my truck back in March this year. It went to small claims court Tuesday this week, and I found out the defendants have asked for an adjournment so they could get a lawyer, which we both know no lawyer's going to come to small claims court for them. But they do want some legal guidance. And the judge agreed. He did award me wages for missed work for this Tuesday for showing up in court, because they didn't do this until Friday before court. So that wasn't a timely fashion to let me know. And I finally found out what they're claiming, and I have more evidence to counteract what they're claiming. So I've just spent the day running around filing more evidence showing, no, what they're claiming is not true. This is the situation. And I spent today filing that with the courts and serving them. Yeah, it's just, I'm tired and I'm drained. I need some help at work. I've hired a new person, but there's training and getting her up and running and getting her registered with all the insurance and NIHB and everything else. Plus, she also said she may have a full-time job with the government being offered to her within the next week. So who knows if she's even going to come to work with me. I'm just so tired. I am. I'm just so tired. I'm going to call the office and get them to reschedule my afternoon. And gonna take Chandler. I don't know, he and we need to go and do something. We need to go and play. Our bond isn't very good right now. I don't know if it's because he's sick, or if he's going through a fear stage or a teenage stage where you're not going to make me do it anyway, so I'm not going to do it, or a bit of everything. And I'm desperately trying not to get frustrated with him, because I know that won't accomplish anything. But I'm struggling so much. It's times like this I miss having a partner. Just to call up and say, listen, I am drowning. Please take care of me tonight. Make sure I eat. Make sure I get to bed. put an extra glass of water beside the bed because I'm not drinking any water. Please take care of me so I don't have to for a while, so I can just shut down. But that's not my life anymore. So I'm gonna go pick up my little Chandler, and he and I are gonna cuddle a lot tonight. Yeah, I'm gonna take him to play in the park. What the hell? Take him to play. We won't go to the dog park. We'll just go to the park, him and I. I'll bring a ball and a frisbee and we're good. And then I go home and I've got leftovers from Thanksgiving. Had an amazing Thanksgiving dinner. My daughter and her partner came. And I also invited a couple of ladies from my office, my receptionist and her sister, because they have no family here. So I invited them to join us, which was wonderful. They came for supper and then felt so bad that they didn't come earlier to help with any of the cooking. The two of them jumped in and cleaned up the kitchen. Like, it was amazing. They had everything organized and put away in no time. And Stephanie knows my kitchen. I've hired her to help me unpack and to clean my place on occasion. So it was really nice. And as overwhelmed as I felt all weekend trying to prepare to have guests in my home and cook a big meal, it turned out okay. Sunday morning I got the turkey in and had all the food lined up and I don't know if I can do this. And after I picked up my daughter and her partner, I just sat there and, okay, I'm going to sit here and watch TV with everyone and peel potatoes. Next thing you know, potatoes are ready to go. Okay, got beets, let's peel beets. Okay. Oh, right, butternut squash. Yes, let's peel and cube that and cook. All of a sudden, everything was ready to cook. Like, it was so easy when there was company. So I thanked them a lot just for being there and keeping me company while it got done. We had a wonderful, wonderful supper. I feel like my daughter and I are connecting again, but I'm scared. Because I always fuck it up. I always say something that offends her. And she blocks me. And I'm not strong enough anymore. I don't know. I'm tired. Maybe it's time for me to smudge. Next full moon, take out my pipe and ask the Creator and the ancestors for help. I keep forgetting. I don't have to do this alone. It just feels like I have to do it alone. Yeah, I'm just gonna go home and relax, smudge and pray, and sleep. I'm sure that'll all help. Anyway, I hope my Canadian friends have had a wonderful Thanksgiving. And any American friends that are following, I know your Thanksgiving is coming up in a couple of weeks, and so is Halloween. Oh, I love Halloween. Hopefully I remember to take some pictures or take a video of some of the costumes that Chandler and I have, and the decorations in the office. See, I'm still trying to lift my spirits. I'm still trying. I haven't given up on myself, even though it feels like I have. I just need some rest. And I'm going to go and get some, and I hope you do as well. Don't forget self-care. Self-care is so important. Nobody else is going to take care of you if you don't take care of you. I'm going to listen to that. That's what I'm doing for the rest of my day. Take care, all. Bye.